Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. Today, guys, I'm checking out the newest episode of Superman and Lois, of course, Season 3, Episode 5. Don't know the title, I'll find out when I'm editing the video and all that kind of stuff. Let me rant for a minute, okay? I have to rant because last night I was planning on watching this episode live, and for some reason, my CW in my local area was airing a baseball game instead of the show at 8 o'clock, and I'm thinking, what is going on here? They're going to have to cut to the show, right? Because it says starting at 8, and I know that's always not the case in terms of TV Guide, but still, I pay for my subscription to the cable, whatever, through my internet provider. I pay for this for Superman and Lois and the Flash and some other little things, but ultimately at this point, it's just Superman and Lois and Flash at this point. And literally, the CW screwed me over. They screwed me over. Now, I was checking back after giving up after a few minutes, getting into 8 o'clock, that I was like, how long is this game going to go on? The game ended around 8:10, and instead of starting the episode, even if I was sitting here, I wouldn't be able to watch it because they didn't start the episode at 8:10. They just cut right into when it was airing, so it was randomly in the middle of a scene that I had no idea what was going on. Then a couple seconds later, it cuts to a new scene. I'm like, well, this is definitely not the opening of the show. So I was really, really frustrated. I really let out my anger last night on Twitter because this is ridiculous, because I pay for this shit and they screwed me over because I was planning on watching it live and I heard it's a great episode. So I'm like, maybe even more mad because I'm missing out on a great episode of Superman and Lois, which pretty much Superman and Lois is great every week pretty much, and it's just really stupid that I'm actually, okay, I'm going to watch it live, and they screw me over. It's so stupid. So I'm ready to get into this episode, guys. Sorry for the little rant there, a little complaining there, but I had to say something because it is so stupid that they screwed me over. And everyone else is like, well, it's airing for me, it's airing for me. I'm like, well, that's good for you, but for me, I was screwed. It was stupid, and even if I waited, I wouldn't have been able to follow it because I missed like the first 10 minutes of it because they were like, let's just cut right into the episode playing. Who cares? I'm like, Jesus Christ, how stupid is this? So let's jump into the episode now, guys. Let's check it out. Season 3, Episode 5, Superman and Lois. Let's go.
Yeah, last time you were super exhausted, remember?
I was a little fatigued, but not until the next day. Besides, this is my...
She's looking for a place to stay. It's just taking longer than expected. I'm starting to think she's my mortal enemy. Okay.
Oh, good, you're still
Mortal
here.
enemy. Oh,
I
boy.
thought you would like a little treat. You're gonna crush it today, Miss Elaine. Thank you.
He doesn't like her at all. No.
I'm not okay with Lois getting her treatment at Bruno Mannheim's hospital.
It's her decision, you know.
Am I the only one who thinks?
Still mad about me going to Hops Bay Medical Center?
Yes.
I'm just here to support you, Pumpkin.
Are you?
Any way I can.
It's not so bad here, huh?
Well,
Not so bad.
Are you excited for the dance tonight?
No.
no.
Well,
It's a bit
not really.
awkward.
Christia wants a statement about the town hall
Who's that
construction
guy?
delay.
Because now that my dad's dead, you've been acting like he was never even the mayor.
I issued a statement.
Which was a joke. I know you cheated to beat my dad.
That is not true.
That's... No. At least they're having fun. That's good.
Any idea who that is, Jordan?
Who? Oh, it's that dude. What?
Maybe I should be the one doing the investigating.
Or being a patient here will allow me to move around more freely.
This is not a good idea. Her getting up and investigating on her own. Whoa.
I need more.
What the fuck? Flash powers, kinda?
So this Mateo shows up in Smallville on what? A hunch?
Right.
Sam is paranoid. He is paranoid.
He's, like part of my adopted family. It's complicated.
Oh,
It is very complicated. If you knew, ooh.
I see. Well, I was super nervous, surprising.
I was, I'm not surprised they brought him back in because I was thinking, like, is this a one and done for him?
I'll buy a suit. I'm sure there's
For the
some place in
dance?
town that can hook me
Ooh.
up.
Yeah, maybe.
Seems like a lot. Just
I hope we can trust this guy. I'm just saying, I hope we can trust him.
How are you doing?
Good question. Lois.
Excuse me, can I help you?
This is a bad idea.
Crew and I, we've been pretty swamped lately.
Gonna offer him a
you
job?
wash your hand.
Oh,
Why don't you stop by next Saturday? We'll just take it from there.
cool.
Okay.
All right.
There are so many questions about what happened to Dean. People are looking for
Onomatopoeia.
But why? He did do a lot of good for this town.
Oh, trust me, the bad outweighs the good here. I mean, I have plenty of proof of Dean robbing the city blind.
Lana, well, unless...
First is where you're sitting with my daughter, Diana.
She had breast cancer. I'm really sorry about your daughter. Me too.
She's gonna get caught. She's gonna get caught. This is bad. Ugh. This is stressing me out, people. This is stressing me out. Oh, oh.
But all this sneaking around is unnecessary.
It is.
You want to know something?
Necessary.
Just ask. This is a cancer treatment facility. The only thing I'm doing here is trying to save lives. You want something to write about?
Oh, shit. What?
This is my state-of-the-art research lab.
Shit. Okay. Well, it's a front, though.
Follow me.
Oh, they're so cute together. Aww.
Oh my god, you really did it.
Your wife must have a hard time sitting still, huh?
That'll change. Calls it something different.
What?
Experiences it in their own way, but the pull, this pull, it'd be so much easier if you just let go. She's gonna need to use all that energy to survive.
And where's your wife?
Bruno.
That was my Aunt Peggy. She called and she said that I can live with her
Oh.
in Topeka.
Okay.
4 hours away.
Well, we can still see each other on weekends.
I'm really glad I came.
I think she is as well. I hope you don't screw this up. Ooh.
When I was 14, my mother fell ill. Turns out our entire neighborhood was built next to a chemical waste dump. After she died, I
It
realized
changed him. Yeah.
no one was ever coming to save us.
Yeah.
So I decided right then and there, I'd do it myself. I will do everything in my power to save your life. But if you try to stop me from saving the people I love here in Hobbs Bay,
I was wondering if maybe I could volunteer at the station during the week instead. I thought you worked at Britton Dunn's during the week. I had this other commitment pop up. Well, son, I guess you're gonna have to figure out which one's more important to you.
say the word and I'll go in there and scare the living hell out of that kid.
Of course you
No
would.
reason.
I love that he's trying to be more open.
I mean, I've never even dated anyone before.
Wow.
Now there's this guy inside who really likes me, and I really like him.
Last time I had anything resembling relationship was the night my wife left me. That was over 30 years ago.
I can't go back in there.
You got to.
He's gonna think I'm some kind of weirdo.
No.
Why am I so scared?
Because love is scary. You are the toughest kid I know.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Oh. Aw.
I miss him, Sarah.
I bet he was a good dad, hopefully, but
Dad.
that Natalie thing was very powerful, I
You're
think.
gonna ignore me my last night, and you can't do that.
No, I have
I know
to.
you don't.
But I want to see you.
Yeah, I want to see you.
When are we gonna see each other?
Never. It's
We'll
over.
Figure something out.
I think it's over.
Guys? Hey, have you seen Sarah?
No.
Awkward. 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 Awkward.
You know, maybe I should get going.
No. Oh God, no. I don't want to do this. No, let's not do this. And now the people are like, oh, let's dance now. Look at this weird guy's dancing. So Lana's gonna see this, right? And go, what the fuck's going on? Hey, at least everyone's dancing now. That's the one positive that came out of this.
Find out where the hell that image is coming from now.
What just happened? What? Oh shit. Get in there, come on. Yep, yep. Oh shit. So you gotta outsmart him. Yep. Kryptonite, yep. You gotta outsmart him, man. Ugh. Damn. He figured out his move, or like his pattern, yeah. The transfer is complete. Fuck. What were they doing? Liquor. Drinking some liquor.
Get inside, Junior.
Ooh.
It was about him losing his dad. And I know what Mayor Dean said about you, about me, about... Just next time, no drinking.
That was one sip though, and it's his.
Please tell me you got pictures.
Oh.
Seeing your swipe?
Oh fuck. Are you serious?
You wash your hair? Okay. Okay.
I'll stop. Oh. Oh boy. Yep.
I don't want to go public with that stuff about Dean.
Oh, thank
Wait, what?
God.
You're just the sweetest. Take care of your brother for me.
Okay.
Turns out this Deadline character managed to get the locations of several of our top facilities.
Looks just like him, only more dead.
For now.
Oh, fuck! Let's go! Holy shit! Oh, shit! I think it's safe to say that Superman and Lois loves to throw twist into this show. They love to have twist in their show, especially at the ending. Always the ending. It's like, last thing you see, who knows what it's going to be? It's probably going to be a twist, and it was Bizarro. Bizarro is what they stole. They probably stole other stuff as well, because they called that guy Deadline or whatever, which had like a phasing thing. It was kind of cool. It's kind of like how Barry can use the Speed Force and speed up and phase, kind of like that. But he was able to get all the locations with that transfer device or whatever, and then they were all like invading other places or whatever. And I'm assuming they stole more than Bizarro. But I'm thinking, based off what Bruno is trying to do and everything, and seeing Deadline getting like stabbed, which is a weird name by the way for the guy, but getting like stabbed or whatever, put in the needle with like whatever that stuff that was keeping him alive, whatever this drug is that Bruno is experimenting with. I'm guessing they're going to use that to bring back Bizarro, and I'm assuming it's going to be a Bizarro that we were kind of expecting when they revealed Bizarro in season 2, but it actually was another twist on Bizarro in terms of like, this was Superman at one point, and then he converted into Bizarro over time, and I think this is going to be more of like a Bizarro that we kind of think of in terms of the comics. Like, I think they're going to go that route of, okay, we're going to give you now the version of Bizarro you were expecting a season ago now. The scene with Bruno and Lois was pretty eye-opening, but it didn't change Lois's perspective on Bruno, but he gave more of a backstory to why he's doing this. Because his mom got sick, he didn't know why. Turns out their neighborhood was next to a waste dump, toxic waste dump or whatever, from a company that was just dropping off like different chemicals and shit, and it was pretty much getting everybody sick. And that was a turning point for him, because like no one was going to come save me. No one cared. I had to be the one to step up. Doesn't change Lois' perspective, because she knows what he's really about. But he used that as the turning point. Like, that changed him. He is doing good, right? Because he does have this giant facility that is helping people. And he even says, even though I hate you with a passion, Lois, I will try everything I can to save your life. However, if you get in my way, you try to do all this stuff, I will put a stop to it. And then, of course, there's Clark. Hey, like, he was listening, and he was like, hey. And they really didn't have, they had a little conversation after the fact, but not really to what, Bruno was saying, but still. Bruno's like, you're saying the same thing that Superman said. Like, well, of course they are saying the same thing about you and things. But it's like, he plays it off like, he reminds me of a version of Lex. That's pretty much what they're playing him up as. He's a version of Lex. And we have Lex Luthor coming this season, so it's kind of crazy how we're going to have both of them in this season. Which I think all that can happen, because there was a lot of relationship stuff in this episode too. There was something that really hit home. I was actually going to go back and watch it, but I didn't. But there was a moment, because Natalie is having this awkward moment, because that boy shows up. That boy who's at that party, and I thought, maybe it's like a one and done thing. Who knows? Maybe it isn't. Then he shows up. Boom, he's here. Boom, he's here. And he gets a suit. They're at this dance. It's a Valentine's Day dance or whatever. And he goes for a kiss, and it's awkward, so she leaves. Here comes Sam. He is trying to be open. Okay? He screwed up before with Natalie. He was like, oh, let's go watch a movie. Like, I actually wanted to try to recruit you for the DOT. It's like, no. But he's actually, trying to bond with her. They went four-wheeler riding or whatever. Reminded me of me and my grandpa going riding four-wheelers around the house. It was kind of an emotional moment for me to kind of see that happen, like bringing me back to all those memories. But then they're at the dance, and she runs out, of course. She's never dated. She's never kissed anybody, so she's like so far behind. And having Sam open up about how he hasn't really had a relationship in 30 years when his wife left, Lois's mom, and And then the whole thing about Jordan giving him his phone to see, what was it, senior swipe or whatever. I forget what it was called. Something. I don't know if it was called senior swipe. It was something like that. It might have been. I don't know. But he's opening up to Natalie, and then she says, "Thanks, Grandpa." Like, she says Grandpa. I'm like, oh my God. And they hug it out, and it's like one of those things where he doesn't know how to process that, but she just said it in the moment. And we don't really get to see her response after the fact, but I feel like that's emotional. Like, that really hit me. I'm like, holy crap, she just said Grandpa. Oh my God. It was an emotional moment, for sure. Then we have a whole thing where Jonathan is talking to Kyle, the Cush, apparently, about wanting to work at the fire department or be like, a trainee or whatever, and only on weekends, and then finding out his girlfriend who's been staying there, which Jordan despises her. He can't stand her. She's my villain. She's our arch enemy. That she's going to be moving 4 hours away, and the only time they can really see each other is if on weekends, but he doesn't know what... He was going to give it up, but then she's like, no, you've done everything for me. You've done this... Like, 3 weeks have passed, which is kind of crazy. A lot of time has passed. But having to where... she's like, no, Jonathan, you can't give up doing this, and we'll figure it out. I'm like, nah, they're not going to figure it out. That's just my theory. We had the former mayor who died by onomatopoeia. We have the son, which looks kind of like him, right? Confront Lana and Sarah. Like, we're kind of going all over the place, as you guys know with my reviews. Sometimes I go all over the place in terms of when things happen in the episode. So apologies for that. It's fucking early in the morning. Well, at least it's early for me in terms of, like, I'm exhausted. I've been up for 4 hours now, and it's 8:30 in the morning. I'm tired. Sorry. So he confronts Lana, saying that, you really haven't talked to my dad. You act like he wasn't ever the mayor when he died. It's like, I gave a statement like, yeah, it was all bullshit or whatever. And then he was really mad. Then later, Sarah goes to talk to him out at the dance because he left after hearing Lana say, we're going to fix the mold problem's almost done at the school, because they had that big mold issue. And then everybody's lives go back to normal. And he ran out. He's like, God damn it, my dad's dead. And Sarah talks to him, and then here comes Lana, and she just took a swig. Sarah took a swig from that fucking flask. And thankfully, Lana actually heard her out. Still wasn't 100% on board with her drinking, but she took one sip versus him just drinking away. But she didn't see that, of course. But she actually listened to her. Because if she would have went off completely and didn't listen to her at all and not let her explain, then they would have went right back to where they were, where everything's just kind of awkward between them two, because the whole slapping and shit-talking each other, it's like, yeah, they actually need to listen to each other. So that was a good little moment as well, that Lana actually listened to her daughter. Like, oh. Sorry about that, my OBS is over here, and I thought for a second that my thing was frozen or I was, breaking up or whatever in terms of, like, frames. So, anyways, apologies for that. My brain. I need to take a nap. What else? So Kyle does something stupid. He fucking dances. Gets everybody to dance. It was awkward there or whatever. And Chrissy. And I think Lana knows. I don't know if she knows, but I think she knows, because then we have this whole thing to where they're talking in the office, Chrissy and Lana, about, the fact that she's being blamed because, like, they were rivals, so people are, like, assuming that maybe Lana has something to do with his death. It's like, whoa! But then they're at the dance, and then she goes up to talk to Kyle, like, have you seen Sarah? And there's Chrissy right there, and it's awkward, like, oh, fuck, awkward. And then when Lana texts her in the morning after Chrissy is waking up in bed with Kyle, then she goes and talks to her, and Lana's like, oh, shit. And it's like, oh, yeah, I don't want to run that information about revealing the former mayor, like, who he really was. Oh, see, I think Lana, I don't know if Lana knows, but I think she might know. I feel like she has an intuition and instinction, like, oh, maybe she does. Maybe. The fight with Deadline was interesting. Superman figured out how to get through his phasing thing. That was an interesting way to have a fight with a villain, because he's basically kind of like Barry in terms of what's phasing, but at the same time he's phasing, like, in and out and shit. So it was like a pattern that he had to follow and figure out. But yeah. Last thing I think was pretty important to mention, is Clark talking with those two women during their treatment, and about what the pull and everything, about at certain points you feel like you just want to let go. I think that was really important for him to hear that this is how far it's going to go. And then at a certain point, and also to Lois, like, realizing she can't go to the dance she wanted to, but she can't. it's really eye-opening for the character because she really wanted to go and she's really pushing herself and realizing I can't do it. But she got that dance at the end with Clark, so it's good. So overall, this was a pretty emotionally driven episode with the big reveal at the end, of course, and a pretty interesting fight with that character Deadline once again, that name. We'll see what happens. I think the show is off for a week, I believe, so we have some time to relax. So that's good for me. So anyways, computer. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode of Superman and Lois. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know in the comments below. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.